They left you on red. That's the worst. That's happened to me so many times, especially when you know they opened and read that email. Like, I know you saw this email. Why didn't you reply? You're pitching to brands, you're shooting your shot, you're putting yourself out there, and I'm super proud of you, but no one's replying. And I'm about to tell you why. Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Okay, so I'm Whitney, digital content creator and social media consultant, and I teach you how to turn content creation into a business. One thing I'm realizing is that there are plenty of content creators out there, but calling yourself a content creator and actually getting paid to create content, those are two different things. No shade, because if you are creating content, then especially if you're creating content for brands, then you should be getting paid. I've preached about pitching to brands. It's just how I sustain my income as a full-time creator. I got bills to pay. I just can't wait for brands to come and find me, so I have to go out sometimes and get my own brand deals, and this is where pitching comes into play. I show you exactly step-by-step how to pitch to brands, like what I say, where I find the right contact, how I nail my creative concepts and ideas in position and pitch. I'll drop a link in the description box, but today we're not talking about pitching. We're actually having that awkward conversation about why brands just aren't responding to you. Before I get started, I do want to mention that there is an extension that you can download. It's called Mail Tracker IO. This is an extension for Gmail. So basically you are able to see when someone reads and opens and how many times they open your email. That way you can keep track. I want to know if you read this email. I want to know how many times you read it. I want to know if you opened it, okay? That is super helpful for me in my pitching journey. It just lets me know, is the email correct? What did the email work? And I'm also able to stay on their head if they open my email and didn't reply, okay? So here are some reasons why your pitch just isn't working. The number one reason I see, and it's so crazy because it sounds like a no-brainer, but I see a lot of girls make this mistake, is you're not even posting. You haven't posted in a month or weeks. So when a brand does click on your account, open your email, click on your account, it appears as though you're not even active. So how does it make sense to pitch to a brand if you're not actually posting? I see a lot of newbies come into this space and think that pitching is just shooting your shot, but it's actually also positioning yourself so that when the brand does open that email, you make a really good first impression. And one thing I notice is that sometimes people just aren't consistent with their posting. And I'm not asking you to post every day. You just need to be consistent. And only you can determine your level of consistency. Maybe it's twice a week or 3 times a week or once a week. Whatever works for you and your lifestyle, just pick a schedule and stick to it. Another reason why brands probably aren't replying to your pitch is because the content that you do post is not aligned with the brand. This means you're pitching to the wrong brands, or you need to change the content that you're posting to match the brands that you want to work with. So I'm going to give you an example. Let's just say that you share about your dog, you post selfies, and then occasionally you'll share like what you're having for breakfast. But you want to work with beauty brands, home brands, and fashion brands. So what you share should be who you're pitching to. So if you share about your dog, then you should be pitching to dog brands. If you share about the food that you consume, then you should be pitching to food brands. But if you want to pitch to beauty and home brands, then maybe you should start shifting the content that you post to match the brands that you want to work with. See how that works? The content that you post needs to be aligned with the brands that you're pitching to. So either you need to change the brands that you're pitching to, or you need to change the content. But whatever it is, it all needs to be in the same family. The next reason that you may not be getting a reply is because your quality sucks. And I don't mean that as in you need to go buy a new camera. Please don't be like me and go buy the latest, most expensive, newest pieces of equipment and then it just collects dust. Don't do that. When I say quality, I mean in a content creation standpoint, because your iPhone is perfectly fine. Quality to me means like great composition or good lighting, or it's like clear and smooth footage. It also means that it's engaging. you know how to like capture and keep your viewers' attention. So those are things to me that really show quality content. And I'm actually itching to create a YouTube video about this. So if it's something that you would be interested in, then let me know in the comments. But content creation is actually an art. Like how you hook your viewers and how you keep their attention and how you show up authentically. Like that's not an easy task. That's something that has to be studied and practiced. So maybe that's one of the reasons why brands aren't replying to your pitches, is because your content just sucks. Another reason why brands may not be replying is because you're ending up in junk mail. Your emails aren't even making it to their inbox. And to avoid this, you want to avoid attaching PDFs. I know a lot of people, especially me, when I first got started, I used to attach my media kit as a PDF. Please stop doing that. What happens is they actually have to decide that they want to open it. No, I'm not opening it in a PDF. It could have a virus on it. But anyway, they have to decide that they want to open it. Then they have to download it and wait for it to download. And then they have to open it and view it. It's just too inconvenient. So instead, make it a hyperlink. Hyperlink everything. Hyperlink your social media accounts. Hyperlink your media kit, your portfolio. Hyperlink examples of content ideas. Like hyperlink everything. I love Canva. You could go on Canva and make a quick little website, probably take like 10 minutes to make a little website to showcase your media kit and your portfolio, and then hyperlink that in your pitch. That way you're not ending up in junk mail and they don't have to go through the daunting task of actually downloading your stuff. Stop doing it. All right, speaking of, another reason you might not be getting a response is because you don't have any experience. And I know you're gonna say, well, how am I supposed to get experience if no one's gonna hire me? I've been there, trust me, I know. So one of the things I tell all my clients is to practice, post, pin, and then pitch. A lot of people want to skip to the pitching part, but you need to practice, you need to post it, and I encourage my clients to pin it and then pitch. So practice doesn't necessarily mean you have to land a brand deal. Practice could just be practicing with things that you already love. So, or you could go to the store and buy something. Maybe you just recently bought a new body scrub. I don't know, I'm just throwing out examples. Maybe you just recently went to the store and bought a new body scrub. Like actually create content about that body scrub. That's practice. And you're gonna put that piece of content in two places. You're gonna put it on your social media page, so you're gonna post it. And then you're also gonna stick it in your media kit. So it's there and you have examples and things that you can reference when you actually do start pitching. So practice, post it to your page. Then when you are ready to start pitching, you're gonna pin these examples to the top of your page. That way, when brands do land on your page, they see it's the first thing they see. And then lastly, you're gonna pitch. So practice, post it to your socials, pin it to the top of your profile, and then pitch to brands. All right, moving right along. One of the reasons that your pitch may not be getting the response that you want is because your pitch sucks. We are out of the days of like begging for brand deals. This is a partnership. This is not you doing me a solid and giving me a brand deal. No, this is a partnership. I'm gonna receive some kind of monetary value out of it, and you're gonna receive value as well. Your job in your pitch is to articulate the value that you're gonna provide the brand. A lot of people pitch and they start off their pitch by just telling them how wonderful you are. It's stiff, it's me focused, or it clearly is a copy and paste and there's no value. You haven't done any research. You're not even speaking their language. So when you pitch, I want you to really focus on sharing what the brand will get when they work with you. So this is called your value. So this is my value. This is the value that I bring to the table. Maybe your value is that you can create quality content. Okay, maybe quality content that they're able to use as UGC or use on their website or use for ads, or you're really good at sparking conversations and you can prove that because you have really high engagement. People reply, like people comment and like and share the things that you're posting. Maybe you can help them spread awareness, or maybe you're just really good at, maybe you're one of those unicorns and you're good at convincing people to buy. So whatever it is, articulate your value in your pitch. The next reason brands aren't replying is because they're not even opening your emails. And remember, if you download mailtracker.io, you can see who opens your emails, but they're not even opening your emails. And one of the reasons they're not opening your emails is because your subject line is boring. If you use the word influencer or collaboration or partner, or when you say their name, X, your name, that's just super generic, and everyone's likely using those words in their subject line. So instead, I want you to provoke them to actually open the email by having an interesting subject line. And I like to use subject line tester. I think that's what it's called. Lord help me. I think that's what it's called. If I get it wrong, I'm gonna put it in the description box so y'all will have a complete link to it. But basically, this rates your subjects and shows you how to make them more interesting, hopefully leading to brands actually opening your email. Okay, this next part is a little technical. You're not getting a reply because you're sending it to the wrong person. It's kind of tricky because they're called so many different things. Each brand calls it a different name. And so I like to check the brand's website. Sometimes they give you the exact person to contact or the exact email to send it to. I also like to go to LinkedIn to do a search to see who is responsible for their influencer marketing or their collaborations, or what I've seen a lot of success with is just good old-fashioned sliding in the brand's DM and asking them who handles the partnership. But if you're not getting a reply, it could be because you're sending it to the wrong person. All right, so another reason why you may not be getting a reply is because you're not following up. I'm that annoying emailer. You're gonna have to flat out tell me no, or I will continue to ring your doorbell. Meaning I will follow up every week until you answer, and sometimes 3 days later, okay? But I will at least follow up 3 to 4 times before I call it quits. I do keep a little spreadsheet to keep track of when and who I pitch to and when I follow up. That way I'm organized, and I can also share this with my virtual assistant whenever it's her turn to take over the pitching. But being intentional about following up, I've seen success with that. So don't just send the pitch one time because they're busy. I'm sure they probably get a million emails every single day about working with them. But I'm gonna be that annoying influencer. I might even send you a follow-up if I don't get a reply in 2 days, especially if I know you opened it. Okay, so one of the main reasons you might not be seeing results with your pitch is because you're not pitching enough. So sending one pitch every week is just not gonna cut it. Pitching is a numbers game. The more you do it, the more likely you are to actually land a few of them. I see the most success when I pitch with a purpose. So I'm gonna give you an example. We are about to start a really big project at our house. We're gonna redo our office. And so I'm already gathering brands, brand contacts. I'm already doing the research because I'm gonna pitch this idea to them. One, I come to the table already with an idea. And then 2, I just don't stop at one brand. Nah, I'm pitching the same idea to you and all of your competitors, and one of y'all better bite. But I hope this helps. I really do. I just love what I do for a living. I get to create content and get paid for it, and it's like a dream come true. I literally just yesterday recorded, it was a 40-second video. Sometimes they be 15 seconds. I just recorded a 40-second video, and I was already going to do the task anyway. I just pitched to the brand, asked them if they wanted to be highlighted and featured. I ended up landing it as a paid partnership, and it's a dream. So I hope that all the girls who follow on this video, I'm gonna say a prayer for y'all. I hope that all the girls who follow on this video find success in pitching, because it has truly changed the trajectory of my business and what I'm able to do for my family. Anyway, thank you so much for stopping by. If you just started your content creator journey, or you're in the middle of it and you don't know what to do and you need some guidance, or if you just want to have a community to join, then you're welcome to come and be our friends. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.